What's up, YouTube? And we're back. And I guess I have to talk about this film. My God. The Expendables 3, the third sequel, once again. This movie fucking sucks! It sucks! Now that's out of the way. I have to calm down. So the third movie, The Expendables, which this franchise is actually really dead. Oh my God! I watched 2 hours, and how long was 2 hours? I think I watched 2 hours 5 minutes. Actually, it was 2 hours 11 minutes I watched for this movie. Actually, it was 2 hours 5 minutes. End of credits I watched because it was unrated version. And fuck this film. Yeah, I said that this movie can blow me. You know, this movie can just blow me. I mean, what the hell happened with this film? You know, I already watched it again because last year I remember I badly rented. Now I have to get back, you know, to talk about this film once again, and hopefully the final time. Once again, my name is Ivan. This is gonna be Ultra Rant on The Expendables 3. Once again, which came out 2014, is the third movie in the franchise. It's third this time in the franchise, and it's actually this franchise is really official dead. It's brain dead. It's over. I mean, Sylvester Stallone, you blew it. You blew it, Stallone. You blew it. You know, I said it. You blew it. Now, before I continue, the first 2 movies, I love the first 2 movies. I love the first movie today. This is actually the best one of the series. And this is my favorite. This is a fun, good sequel. And people hated it, but I'm sorry. I'm honest gonna love this film. It's my favorite sequel. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. These 2 movies, they tried something different, and they were well executed. This film tried something different, and it wasn't just well enough executed. It was poorly done. You know, it was just poorly done. So the biggest problem by this film was the rating PG-13. This was the biggest problem, rated PG-13. The Expendables should not be rated PG-13. They should be rated R. You know, this movie gets people hate this film. I love this film, but you know what? What's this stands for? It's rated R. It's rated R. You know, this film is rated R. You know, you can see it's rated fucking R. It's rated R. You know. Yeah. So the Expendables should be rated R, not PG-13. The same problem was with RoboCop 1 and 2. I'm not the biggest fan of RoboCop films. But the RoboCop 3 was on the same level. The studio made that PG-13 a family film because they thought this was gonna make more money. Sadly, it miserably failed. And the same was with this film. It's PG-13, it's a family film. And I'll be honest, not every PG-13 film is bad. You know, I have nothing against PG-13 as long as they're good. Live Free or Die Hard is PG-13, and it's definitely a good sequel. You know, GoldenEye is PG-13, fantastic James Bond film. Jurassic Park films, the trilogy is PG-13, and I enjoy them. Indiana Jones 3, The Last Crusade is PG-13. I love that third one. It's my favorite Indiana Jones film. The Fast and Furious are PG-13. I enjoy them. Mission Impossible films are PG-13, except the second one. I enjoy all five movies. The second is the only bad one. You know, so not every PG-13 movie is bad. Live Free or Die Hard, I love the movie to death. It's my favorite Die Hard movie. Okay, it's not my favorite. That would be my favorite Die Hard movie, but it's one of my favorite movies in the Die Hard franchise. And I always enjoy looking through Die Hard. Terminator Salvation is PG-13. I did not saw the PG-13, but you know what? It's still a good movie. It's still a good movie. Even PG-13 rating is a good movie. I enjoyed it. This is not the Expendables. This film does not loyally follow the formula from the first two movies that worked. You know, these two movies were well executed. In my opinion, they were well executed. You know, this movie really miserable failed. You know, PG-13 supposed to should not be PG-13. The same problem was with RoboCop 3. You know, RoboCop 3 did the same mistake. I mean, from the start till end was completely a failure. And everyone who rants this film is right. You know, I support it. The Expendables 3, I mean, this movie has so many mistakes. I have so many problems. It's just kind of gonna be hard. Take everything out, you know. First off, this movie should not be PG-13. Problems, but it's not only the rating problems. The problem is with the cast, you know. The problem is the cast. The problems are the explosions. The problem are shaky cam, the CGI. The CGI has a story. 2 hours, way too long. These two movies, you know, this movie is the shortest one. It's not that long. This movie is also almost on the same level as the first one. But this is 2 hours over long. It's kind of over boring. And the cast, Antonio Banderas was so annoying that I actually fall asleep. Yeah, I fall asleep. He was really taking me the nap. He could not stop talking nonsense. I mean, this garbage house salon is selling nowadays. You know. Oh, the cast. First off, what the hell happened? So Jason Statham is once again. What the hell happened to Charisma Carpenter? She's not even mentioned in the fucking film. It's like they cut her out. Second, why the fuck is this not rated R? Why is this movie not bloody rated R? I don't get it. Second, what the hell just happened, you know? So Stallone goes and blows his whole team and recruits a new team. And so now it's gonna be a new generation of an actor's cast that I don't jack shit about it. What happened to old school films? Why is this movie so embarrassingly laughable? Yeah, it's laughable. It's laughable. It's embarrassing, this film. I don't give a fuck about new generations. I don't give a fuck about new cast, new actors. Fuck that. The Expendables films should be about old school action heroes, not some new guys and replacements. So Stallone goes to replace the old team. Fuck this movie. You know, this movie can go ahead and blow me. You know, blow me. Fuck this movie. So director Patrick Hughes took over the role in which he directed this movie. I don't know nothing about the director. The first one was directed by Sly. The second one was directed by Simon West. But suddenly, Sylvester Stallone wrote the screenplay with a woman. Yeah, a woman wrote a fucking screenplay. That's why the reason why it was a really disappointing sequel. You know, the Expendables 3 got PG-13. Why the hell they had to go PG-13? You know, the first two movies are rated R. I enjoyed the first two movies. I said, the Expendables 2 is my favorite. I don't give a fuck who rages on it or rants on it. It's their opinion. I say it's a good, fun, kick-ass sequel. But that's just me. This movie fails miserably. You know, the best thing, if I just start with the plot. So, in the opening scene, they're like on this train, and the Expendables go now. This team without Hail Caesar. I mean, I don't know what the hell happened with Hail Caesar. Terry Crews was barely in the fucking film. I mean, what the fuck happened? You know, and Bruce Willis. What the fuck did he do, Bruce Willis? You know, Bruce Willis wanted more money. So, because to reprise his character, Mr. Church, and Sylvester Stallone and the producers of the franchise, they go and fired him because he wanted more money than the rest of the cast, you know, the rest of the crew. Why? You know, Bruce Willis, you really don't need more money. Why the fuck did you do it, you know? I mean, you see this poster, that's him. So why the fuck did Bruce Willis demand more money? So he was fired by Stallone and the cast. Fuck that. So they go and hire Harrison Ford. I have nothing against Harrison Ford. He's a good actor. I love him in Indiana Jones films. I love him when he played Jack Ryan. And I like him when he played Han Solo in the Star Wars films. But to me, the best one will be definitely Indiana Jones, in my opinion. I love Harrison Ford. I have nothing against it. But I would rather see Bruce Willis back to back, you know, just like in the second one. Stallone, Schwarzenegger, Bruce Willis, back to back, shoot bad guys. But no, that didn't happen. So they're on this fucking train. It was all CGI train, in my opinion. It was CGI train, you know. So they go to rescue Wesley Snipes. Yeah, Wesley Snipes returns as Doc. Wesley Snipes returns as Doc, and they go and rescue him. Anyway, they rescue him. He's like captured. Ah, fuck it. The action sequence on the train is forgettable. It lacks. It's forgettable. Yeah, they save him. So they're like, so Stallone and his other team his other crew of the team are actually on the helicopter. And fuck it, you know. If I wanna watch a good helicopter movie or a good action movie on a train, you know, I would rather watch in the middle Broken Arrow. This movie. I would rather watch Broken Arrow, which is practical effects, great explosions, great action sequence on the train. I would rather watch Broken Arrow. Watch this movie. This movie kicks ass and gets shit on it. You know, but this has better rating than Broken Arrow on IMDb, which I think does not deserve 6.1. But this movie gets 6 on it. Fuck that shit, man. Fuck that shit, I say it. Also, the train sequence, if I want to watch a movie on a train, I watch Under Siege 2, Dark Territory, with Steven Seagal, more realistic, you know. Yeah, I have problems. It's not that great sequel as the first one, but still a good sequel. I would watch Under Siege 2, Dark Territory, with Steven Seagal, been rated R, bloody, great action sequences. You know, I would watch that movie. I would watch Broken Arrow a million times than this abomination ever again. Just like last year. Last year I screamed my lungs out on this film. Did not help at all. You know, the train sequences in the open scene, and when Wesley Snipes is driving, I think, a tank or a train, speeding train, when that fortress starts shooting, and then he jumps on a helicopter, you know, I see nothing but CGI. CGI explosion, CGI effect, you know. They actually did not blow shit up, you know, like, just like they did this movie. They blow shit up in Demolition Man, you know. They blow shit up in this film, Demolition Man. This movie, they blow up in Demolition Man. They blow shit up, they blow explosions in Broken Arrow. Broken Arrow, they blow shit up, you know. Yeah, they blow shit in Broken Arrow. They destroy helicopter. This film, that's all nothing but CGI, in my opinion. So the second movie cost $100 million. This cost, once again, just like the first one, $80 million. But did not make much more money like the second one did, thank God. Came out 2014, this is what he got, a fucking joke. You know, the whole team was nothing but a joke, in my opinion. So now they go to this to the docks, you know, to the harbor or those shipyards with containers. They're supposed to go and capture an arms dealer. It turns out it's actually Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson plays Conrad Stonebanks, another man that they actually said. He plays Stonebanks. I think it's him. He plays Stonebanks. He used to be expendable until he became a criminal. Barney shot him 3 times, but the bulletproof vest saved his life. So now he's arms dealer, and Stonebanks plays with him and goes and shoots Caesar. He goes and shoots Caesar. So that's it. So Terry Crews is only like a few seconds in the film, and then he disappears to hospital. For the rest of the film, he's not even in the fucking film. He's not in the fucking film, you know. So Stallone goes to the hospital. He goes to the bar with the guys, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, what the fuck is this beard? Why the fuck he's wearing this fucking beard, you know? Why the fuck he's fucking wearing this fucking beard? Why he's fucking wearing a beard? Couldn't he shave his beard away? No. So he says, I'm British initial too. So Stallone is looking for some guy named Church, you know, Bruce Willis, and Harrison Ford says the guy is out, you know, like laughable joke, the guy is out. So Harrison Ford says this happened on my watch, you know, because he plays a drummer at CIA agent. This happened on my watch. So Stallone goes, blows his team away, his old team away. You know, he saves Wesley Snipes. He goes and blows Wesley Snipes away. Blows away Jason Statham. Blows Dolph Lundgren. Dolph Lundgren is wasted in this movie. He doesn't do no. The whole movie, I have not seen nothing from him. I have not seen jack shit in this movie from him. I mean, it's like a bad movie, you know. It's like a bad, awful movie. He didn't do anything. He was useless in this movie. I barely see anything from Dolph Lundgren. So yeah, he goes and blows Randy Couture. He goes and blows Dolph Lundgren and Wesley Snipes and Jason Statham. They're useless. All of them, they're useless. You know. And one of my biggest problems with the film was actually when Mel Gibson went and aimed on Barney, but he goes and shoots his team member, and Stallone just stands there, doesn't do anything. She just stands there. He sees on the helicopter guys aiming something. Why the guy didn't do and shoot at him? I will shoot. Stallone didn't do jack shit, and his man get hit. He got hit. You know, his fucking man get hit. He got nothing but hit. So yeah. His fucking man got nothing but hit. Then he ran to his man. Yeah, but he got hit. Stallone didn't. He just stand there and watch how his arch enemy goes and shoots his man that he trusted for years. So he goes and blows his old team and goes to get now. So now Stallone goes and he goes recruits the old team, actually new team of rejects, you know, I call them rejects, you know, or donated balls, like Mel Gibson said, to capture Stonebanks. So he goes and recruits the fuck, I don't even know most of these guys, I don't know. He goes and recruits Ronda Rousey. Oh yeah, Ronda Rousey, you know, she plays Luna. She's like a fucking bouncer. They were told for years that she would play a remake of this movie, Roadhouse. Yeah, this movie, Roadhouse. That she was gonna do a remake. She's gonna play Dalton. Thank God it never happened. You know, Ronda Rousey was fired. They did not want to have her in Wonder Woman. She was fired. So she was upset because she didn't got the role. Gal Gadot, she got the role. So Ronda Rousey was upset because she wasn't in the film. Thank God, she would be terrible Wonder Woman. You know. My biggest problem with the actress, you know, was that she was keep saying man. You know. Another problem, you know, she used to be like what, a champion in was it jiu-jitsu, or was it how's that, UFC. She was a champion UFC, but she lost the title and she couldn't get fucking over it. So she came to WWE. She was like a fucking champion, and I like nice people. She was like a bitch because people booing her. She got pissed, you know. And you know what? She never beat Becky Lynch. She never beat Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch defeated her, you know, on WrestleMania. I watched it. 2019. She tried, you know. There was triple threat match, you know. Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair, and Ronda Rousey thought that she's undefeatable. She thought that she can pin both of them at once, and Becky and Charlotte just throw her at one count. They both throw her out of the way. Ronda Rousey thought because of her armbar, she's indestructible, she's undefeatable. She wasn't ready for both of them. She thought, she keeps saying, my contract is ending, so I came out a champion. You know, her fans are telling me, no, you're wrong. Becky Lynch gonna defeat Asuka. You're wrong. Becky Lynch not gonna do jack shit. Becky Lynch proved everyone wrong. She defeated her. And what happened on Facebook? Her loser fanboys were crying. Oh, it wasn't technical. It was the shoulders were down. Yes, they were. Becky Lynch defeated her. You know. And you know what Becky Lynch said? Yeah, I'm a huge fan. Becky Lynch, I support Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch said that Ronda Rousey broke her arm, actually broke her wrist, and she avoided her. Becky Lynch said, I'm still waiting for a time that she and her are gonna go one-on-one. That never happened. It never happened. You know, it never happened. And now for 2 years, Ronda Rousey is just trying to get pregnant. I don't know if she even is. And she doesn't do anything except posted stuff on Facebook, on Instagram about her pets. You know, I have nothing against pets, but I know what was Ronda Rousey waiting? What the fuck she's waiting on for? You know, I don't get it. You know, I like her, but I don't support her. I'm actually more fan of Becky Lynch. I support Becky Lynch more. Becky Lynch, you know, she at least was never undefeated. She never lost the title. You know, she went on maternity, so she gave the title to Asuka. She never lost. In my opinion, Becky Lynch is a real champion. As for Ronda Rousey, you know, I'm not saying any bad. She's not a paper champion, no. But she's a sore loser, in my opinion. And I think that she couldn't get over the first time she lost, you know, the championship title in UFC. And she's still not gonna admit it that she lost to Becky Lynch because Becky pinned her down, you know. It was her own fault. She tried to use that Piper technique on Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch grabbed her and she put her down the shoulder and she won. She pinned her. She pinned the baddest woman on the planet, you know. So yeah, I had to throw that out, you know. But Ronda Rousey's line man was completely, how you call it, insult. It was insulting to all men, including me. I think that even fans are upset over her line man, you know. So yeah, that's my problem with Ronda Rousey. She was in Fast Furious 7. I wish they would. I don't think that Michelle Rodriguez could take her. I doubt it. I don't think so. But I would rather watch Fast and Furious 7. I would rather watch that movie a million times. Yeah, that movie's PG-13 is much better film than this film, you know. John Wick. This movie could have learned from John Wick. Came out the same year. Why they couldn't do like John Wick? You know. Who's other one? I don't know the rest of the fucking cast. Maybe Kaylan Lutz. What the fuck this guy is? No. This guy. Kaylan Lutz. This guy is a guy who gets bit. He drives a motorcycle and he goes and dives in the ring, you know, gets his ass kicked for the fucking money. This guy is a fucking, how you call it, hustler. He's a fucking hustler. And Stallone goes and hires him. Fuck him, you know. The other guy is, Glenn Powell. Don't ask me who the fuck Glenn Powell is. I don't know jack shit who Glenn Powell fucking is. Don't fucking care. The other one is, I think, Ortiz. No, it's not fucking Ortiz. I think this guy must be Ortiz. Probably this guy is probably Ortiz. Victor Ortiz, you know. He goes and hires a hacker. Don't ask me who the fuck is. I didn't pay attention, don't care. He goes and hires, I think, a sniper. The guy is a sniper. And I think that mostly those guys are, you know. Antonio Banderas shows up, you know. Kelsey Grammer, he goes and tries to hire the team, but Antonio Banderas shows up, you know, but with a fucking fake resume, like, oh, you're not born 1984, and he's so. This guy, Antonio Banderas' worst performance, he was in Desperado. He was in Once Upon a Time in Mexico. But he made fool out of himself, you know. He made fool out of himself. No, he wasn't in that team. So now Stallone recruited a team. And now the old ones, you know, because Stallone says, I went and I fired them, you know, and Stallone goes and says, get the fuck out of here. He's like chasing them away, you know. It's like he said to his whole team, fuck you. Yeah, that's what he did. He showed them middle fingers like this and said, fuck all of you, get the fuck out of here. That's what he said, you know. And Statham, Snipes, Lundgren and Couture, Kutcher or whatever, they showed up, and this guy Couture says, "This grandpa is gonna crash your pipe, boy." I was like, "What the fuck?" And the camera fucking shows him. Fuck this guy. Oh my god. And like Lundgren acts like a fucking tough guy. Oh my god. So the new guys, they go into this building and you see Stallone, you know, camera shows Stallone with that hat. He's look all old. Stallone looks a fucking old grandfather in this movie. You know, he's look like a fucking old grandfather. You know, oh my god. He looks like a fucking grandfather in this movie. So they go in the building, and Mel Gibson's in it. And Mel Gibson's the only known actor, the only action hero who's actually the villain. I mean, Robert Davi from this movie has a one scene. He has like one scene, but he disappears the whole movie. The only villain is Mel Gibson, that's it. So the thing goes, they capture him alive because drama demands it. And they like in this van, and Mel Gibson keeps pushing, he keeps provoking Stallone, and then they find that there's GPS, and the van gets under attack, and Stallone falls down the bridge in the water, you know. But I think that scene was already. I already saw the scene on the bridge, you know, with the helicopter. The guy fires on the van, blows the bridge, you know, and Stallone grabs the automatic weapon, but falls, but under the explosion, he falls in the bridge. It was, I already saw that scene. You know how it's called? It's called Mission Impossible 3, 2006. The same scene, and the same, just different, just it kind of a little mixed scene. So Stallone falls in the water, he gets hit in the rock, which is not only for real, he will die, he will be dead if he will hit the rock like that. So he gets somehow, you know, on the swept on on that shore, and like 4 guys shows up and Stallone grabs the gun and goes shoots them, you know. So he goes to the hangar, finds Schwarzenegger, he goes back, you know, and he says to Schwarzenegger, so now I'm actually going to I'm going alone. You know, if there will, this will be a rescue mission and it will be a one-man army, it kind of work. It would have worked. Because I liked it that Stallone grabs all the equipment, the guns, the weapons, he gets ready for the war. But no, Antonio Banderas shows up, you know. And he starts helping him, so Stallone takes him, Lee Christmas is his fucking then shows up, you know, so hoorah for the good guys, you know, so Statham shows up, and Couture and Snipes and Lundgren shows up. You know, there's another fucking scene, There's another fucking scene in which like Wesley Snipes is down in the fucking apartment and he goes lying there. There's another fucking scene, sorry about the noise outside. Lundgren shoots with a gun, you know, on the paper bags, you know, the paper targets. Yeah, he goes shoots in the paper targets. So that fucking is, like Statham grabs a knife, shows it the fucking TV on the TV screen. So that's it. That's once again it. I don't know what the fuck Couture does. I forgot what the fuck he was doing. But like Statham grab a knife and throws in the fucking plasma TV. Lundgren keeps firing on the empty paper bags, actually paper targets. Snipes goes and lies, you know, in the empty apartment. Like this movie just fucking sucks, man. So now they actually go in the coordinate because Stallone gets a videotape in which his whole team is now being captured. Now it's a rescue mission. So the whole team, they go in the empty building. They go in the fucking woods. And this guy, Antonio Banderas, keep not shut up. He keeps continue talking and it's really annoying. You know, I almost fall asleep because he was so bad, awful acting. I don't know what happened. You know, Testosterone, the best Expendables yet. I disagree with the title. You know, for those people who liked it, I'm not one of them. You know, I think it's a terrible waste of time. You know, and Stallone did this, you know, this movie can blow me. Sylvester Stallone can blow me, you know. I did not want to see a new generation. So they go in the fucking building. And the building, you know, why the fuck is Dolph Lundgren wearing that fucking, that fucking GPS, you know? Oh, he says, oh, for the weather on his arm. And this guy is a hacker. He grabs that equipment, that watch or computer from his arm, and he decides, oh, so now I'm gonna put on it, you know, and I'm gonna block the signal. So they called Albanians or whatever, the army, which I don't know what kind of soldiers they were, and those mercenaries, they go in the battle and they like shoot. But and those people, I don't think they were actually real. I think they were like paperbacks, you know. They're like the army keeps shooting with tanks, doesn't hit jack shit at them. They don't get wounded, you know. They go shoot tons of army, tons of soldiers, but it feels like all CGI. It doesn't feel like real stuntmen because we don't even see fucking faces. It just isn't realistic. So now we find out that Jet Li, through whole movie, he's not in the film. After 1 hour 30 minutes, you know, he's with Schwarzenegger. He works for fucking Trench. Why Yin Yang works for fucking Trench? So he works for fucking Trench. And Harrison Ford is in the fucking helicopter. So now they go in the rescue mission, and the fucking helicopter keeps shooting at everyone. You know, the final battle fucking sucks. So this guy, I think it was this guy, Lutz, this guy fucking Kaylan Lutz, this guy goes to the motorcycle, he goes in the tank, puts the grenade in the tank. Oh, so now the tank explodes to pieces. How the fuck is that possible? That's impossible. Because it's out of the Titan. You know, watch Rambo 3. Or watch an old army movies in which they try to blow the tank to shit. You can't do that. But the tank goes and blows to pieces. Come on. Unrealistic. It's not realistic, you know. Oh, so people have to get over it. It's not for everyone, you know. You know, I'm just saying my honest opinion, folks, you know. No, it's not a good movie. It's a terrible sequel. It's a god-awful movie. It's a terrible, shitty film. And like, and Antonio Banderas, first off, I don't like the disrespect, like, oh, Dolph Lundgren says, how the fuck you shitheads get into this jack, into this hole, you know? And like he calls them shitheads. He calls them all shitheads. Dolph Lundgren doesn't do anything in this movie. I haven't seen one good scene, you know? So Jason Statham goes and fights some guy. Oh, fuck him, you know? Jason Statham is useless in my opinion. This movie. What the fuck happened to Lacey? Or he said, I'm gonna marry her in Expendables 2. What the fuck what happened to Bruce Willis? What happened to Terry Crews through the whole movie? You know, Jet Li, he's actually not through the whole movie until the final third act. He's a fucking movie. After 1 hour 30 minutes. And he's useless in the fucking film. But then on the bar, we find out that Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jet Li are fucking gay. They're lovers. That's one of the reasons Jet Li works for him, because they're lovers. And Stallone goes and says, you two lovers find a new room. And Schwarzenegger goes and laughs, oh, we do the new room, and they hug each other. Fucking gay, you know. They're gay in this movie. They're fucking gay, you know. Why the fuck do one of my favorite action stars have to be gay? Why? Why did Stallone did that? You know. So on the end, they're all like fine, like they're drinking, they're laughing, and they're sitting. What? Oh my god. Oh. This movie fucking, oh my god, this movie is so sluggish. Embarrassment, you know. I hate the fucking new generation. I didn't want to see a fucking new generation. You know, what happened to old school? What happened to rated R? What happened to fucking old school? You know. So Stallone, you know, so now Stallone goes and fights with Mel Gibson fist to fist, and you know what? That fight scene is disappointing, because when I saw, you know, when Stallone goes and swings at Mel Gibson, that's a stuntman, because Stallone could not swing, he was a stuntman. And the same was with Gibson, you know, it was improvised. You can see it was improvised, you know. So when Stonebench grabs a gun, Stallone jumps on the floor, grabs a gun, shoots him, just like in old West, you know, and the guy is like alive. And, you know, why Stallone didn't do a spin kick, hits in the fucking head, and I would really like to see that. No, but Stallone goes and shoots him, and that's it. That's it. That was a great, amazing fight. Another disappointing scene was when the whole building was exploding. Stallone was running on a fucking CGI. It was all fucking CGI. It wasn't real. Why can't they blow the shit for real, you know? It was just a shame, you know, not to blow the shit for real. So Stallone was running and he was jumping on the helicopter like a superhero. So is he a superhero now? Is Barney Ross a superhero? Is he a Superman? Yeah, he jumped on the fucking helicopter and nothing happened to him. He wasn't even blood. If it was blood, it was a fake. Nothing happened to him. He was like Superman, you know. He's like superhero now. He can dodge an exploding building on a CGI. You know, so that was convincing. Oh, the helicopter scene, a crap for CGI. Helicopter keeps moving. The same crap that was in Terminator Genocide. The same garbage. You know, with Harrison Ford being a fucking pilot. Oh, so Schwarzenegger goes and says, "Get to the chopper" from Predator already. You know. Oh, I'm just the one who Tony Banderas goes and says, "Oh, who are you?" The guy just say, "You rest. Get to the chopper." Or the laughable scenes was when Banderas swings himself, lands on the floor, saves Ronda Rousey's ass, and he goes to her, flirts with her, and says, "Hey, girl, do you wanna hold my gun?" And she's like, "Quiet." I mean, what the fuck happened to Ronda Rousey? He was like flirting with her. So this is how he wanted action? Oh, so Ronda Rousey goes, uses his martial arts, her armband, her famous armband. Oh, come on. Unrealistic. Fake. You know. But those army keep continue shooting and they don't hit anything. Another unrealistic garbage. You know, Patrick Hughes really blew it. He didn't do a good job. You know. What the fuck is with PG-13 nowadays? You know, what the fuck is with these movies? RoboCop 3 was on the same level. It was PG-13. RoboCop, the remake came out the same year, was PG-13. So that's all you got, the fucking PG-13 with the fucking CGI bullets, CGI explosions, shaky fucking cam. Terrible performance by Sylvester Stallone and Mel Gibson. Shitty fight. This is how you're gonna do a film. Dolph Lundgren is wasted in this movie. Yes, he's wasted. I cannot see nothing from him. His worst performance in this film. Statham can blow me. He's terrible. You know. Randy Couture, he's useless. Fuck him. He doesn't do jack shit except say this old grandpa's gonna crash your pipe, boy. That's the only thing with his fucking eyes. That's the only thing he can say. You know. Oh, so Wesley Snipes goes, the gleam. You know, or he keeps showing knives. We see that. You know. I would rather watch Under Siege 2 or Broken Arrow over this movie. I would rather watch those two movies on a fucking train with the real explosions, not CGI, real practical effects, real explosions, you know. I would rather watch Under Siege 2, Dark Territory, miles better film. I would rather watch this movie in the middle, Broken Arrow, kicks ass. I would rather watch this movie, Hard Target, Demolition Man, they blow shit up. I would rather watch GoldenEye. You know, Die Hard, real explosions, real practical effects. Or real martial arts from Roadhouse, you know. I would rather watch Predator 2, Predator 1, Predator 2. Both of them I watch. They're both rated R, you know. The best Expendables yet, Fred Topal, Crave Online. You know, I disagree with that. The best Expendables, this movie can blow me. It can blow me. Yeah, it can blow me, this movie. This movie can blow me. You know. Catherine Benedict? Patrick Hughes directed. This movie is garbage. I mean, RoboCop 3 and RoboCop remake are on the same page with this movie. Yeah, they're on the same page. This fucking shitty movie is the same page. You know. PG-13. I had to watch PG-13 instead. Rated R, bloody, squeeze, bloody action. You know, the story was lousy about an arms dealer, so they cannot even capture him. Oh, so they capture him, but their van is blown to pieces. You know, so the old team can capture him, but the new team captures him. So that's it. Oh, so now, Barney Ross and Stone Banks were actually CIA agents. Yeah, they were CIA agents. Stone Banks is the next CIA agent, now a freelancer. He kills people. He's an arms dealer and he gets fortune. Oh. A real disappointing film. And it's boring. I was not impressed with the CGI effects, you know. The cast was shitty. It was terrible. I mean, they could have learned from John Wick, a rated R bloody action film. This wasn't, you know. And not every third sequel is bad. Rambo 3, fantastic movie. John Wick Chapter 3, Parabellum, excellent movie. I watched it in movie theater. Die Hard to Vengeance, fantastic film. Let's see which is another. Mission Impossible 3, love the movie to death. Fantastic, excellent third sequel, improvement over the second one. And like I said, not every third sequel is a bad film. The Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift, I don't think it's a bad film. I disagree with people who say that. Rocky 3, fantastic film. You know, I love Rocky 3 to death. Blade Trinity gets shit, I got it. But you know what? I would rather watch Blade Trinity than Expendables 3 ever again. Yes, I like Blade Trinity, so what? Sue me. You know, Highlander 3 is not that bad. It's not that bad sequel. I don't know. I think that the other movies in the Jurassic Park 3, underrated film. Yeah, I said it, underrated film. Yeah, but this movie with RoboCop 3, I mean, the same page, you know. RoboCop 3, he doesn't do jack shit, just like Stallone. He just stands there and watch how his body gets murdered. RoboCop watches how his partner gets murdered, and he gets his ass kicked by a schoolgirl in RoboCop 3, in which she goes and reprograms those two samurai warriors that cuts his head off. He can't do jack shit, you know. RoboCop doesn't do jack shit in that movie. And the same is with Expendables 3. This movie, they still want to feel fun. Oh my god. I don't know. You know, unrated version is not even better. It's not even better. I mean, this movie is terrible. It's awful, you know. I mean, Stallone fucking blew it, and this movie fucking sucks, you know. It fucking sucks. You know, it's the worst sequel I have ever seen. You know, it's a piece of shit movie. It's a shitty movie. This franchise is dead. Stallone is old. I don't think that. I really have high hopes for the Expendables 4, because Couture says that in the fall are actually going to shoot the film, but I hope they do the fourth one. I really hope that they fix this movie, because this movie really ended the franchise. Actually, it killed the franchise, the franchise killer. This movie killed the franchise, you know. This movie killed the franchise. I don't care about the new team. I don't care about his new team, you know. I don't care about his new team, and he retires the old ones. So now they all complain and bitch about it. And like, oh, Dolph Lundgren goes and says, how you shitheads get into this? You know, he caused the shitheads. And he doesn't, the whole movie, he like disappears. I don't remember any memorable action scene in the film that Dolph Lundgren even did something in the film. No, I don't remember any memorable scene. I mean, Dolph Lundgren's wasted. I'm a huge fan of him. You know, and Bruce Willis, you don't need more money. You know, you don't need more money. But Bruce Willis demanded more money, you know. And this movie executed. This movie perfectly executed the movie. This movie perfect. It went different direction. It was well paced, well done, well executed. And yes, I love this film because it's rated R. Bruce Willis is in it. Terry Crews is in it. Charisma Carpenter's in it. Nguyen is also in it. You know, Van Damme. What happened to Van Damme? You know, Jean-Claude Van Damme supposed to be in this movie. He said that he would love to do once again the Expendables. What happened? Why wasn't he cast in the fucking film? What happened to Chuck Norris? You know, why did not cast, I would cast different actors, They could have cast Chow Yun-fat or called David Bradley in the film, or maybe they could have cast, let's see, which actor, Donnie Yen. Why Donnie Yen is not in this film? He was in Blade 2, so why is not in this film? Thank God he actually will be in John Wick Chapter 4. But why not Donnie Yen in this movie? Why not Chow Yun-fat? Why not cast Chow Yun-fat in the film? If Jet Li was unavailable. Why making Jet Li and Arnold Schwarzenegger trench and Yang gay? Oh, so Luther says, so we work for Trench, who he pays more. Actually, actually forgot to mention Yang, he's a fucking lover. But Jet Li was shitty terrible. Oh, so Jet Li goes and shoots the bad guys. Fuck it. Fuck the music score by Brian Tyler, and fuck this movie. 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 That's what I think about this movie. Fuck this movie. Fuck the new team. Fuck the new generation. Fuck Ronda Rousey. Fuck her. Fuck this asshole Lutz. Fuck him. Fuck Ortiz. Fuck Paul. Fuck the new team. Fuck the new generation. I don't want to see a fucking new generation. I want to see old school. Old school action like the first two did it. I want to see old school action. Old school action heroes that they grew up. Not new generation. I don't give a fuck about new generation. Or the jokes, the jokes lines. Oh, so Schwarzenegger says, get to the chopper. Oh, we don't need a room. I'm very tired. I'm breathing. You should too. Ugh. Sly, you blew it. Yeah. Listen, you deaf fuck. I told you. I came to you because I've done something now to give you a chance to be a cop. And you blew it! You blew it, Stallone! You blew it, Sly! You blew it! You should have done it, Stallone! You should have done that! Simply the worst movie ever. And I'm glad I didn't see this movie theater. Thank God I didn't see it. The first two movies I love to death. I fucking hate this movie. This movie can kiss. This movie can blow me. No, it doesn't have to kiss my ass. It can blow me. Blow me this film. This movie can blow me. Blow me this movie. But this is really coming for a while. And this is the second time, or was it third time I'm renting this film? I have rented so many times this film. And if you're asking me, yes, I already watched it. I would have watched the unrated version. This unrated version is not better. And no, I don't hate PG-13 movies. It's nothing wrong if they're PG-13 as long as they're good. Live Free or Die Hard, I love movie to death. It's a great film. It's a great sequel. GoldenEye, PG-13. Batman, 99, is PG-13. They're both great movies, in my opinion. Not every good movie has to be rated there. Not every action movie. The Fast and the Furious are PG-13, And so far, I have not seen Fast and Furious 9, but people are complaining about it. But I'll see the movie for myself. I'm really interested to see the 9 film. But I don't hate any of the Fast and the Furious films. I don't hate any of them. I think they're really good movies, in my opinion. Even the fourth one, it's not a bad film. But Indiana Jones 3, The Last Crusade, is rated PG-13. Even the fourth one is PG-13. The first two are only rated PG, but the third one is actually PG-13. Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade is a great sequel, in my opinion. RoboCop 3. Fuck RoboCop 3. Fuck RoboCop 3, Jurassic Park 3 is PG-13. and I watch that movie anytime because it's fast paced. It's not boring. It's not slow. It doesn't get anywhere along. It's boring. The movie is overlong. It goes slow pace. It goes nowhere. I mean, the plot goes nowhere. You know, it kind of falls on the same page as Mission Impossible 2 because the plot goes nowhere. This plot goes nowhere. It goes nowhere. It's just waste of my time. It's just waste of time. You know, this is just waste of Jack shit. And Jack just didn't leave the town. He screwed over everyone. You know, he fucked everyone. You know, Jack just left the town. You know, he fucked everyone. You know, it was Jack shit for 2 hours. You know. I have not enjoyed anyone. Yeah, nice to see Snipes, you know, from Demolition Man, this movie. I did not enjoy it. You know, fuck this movie. Anyway, that's it. That's it for today, guys. I'm actually, that's my ultra rant on the Expendables 3. I'm really disappointed with this film. It could have been much better. I wish it could have been much better. But the action scenes, there's not one memorable action scene for me. The plot makes no sense to me. The cast is terrible. The acting performance is terrible by Stallone. Stallone looks like an old grandfather in this movie. It's just terrible. Direction by Patrick Hughes doesn't go nowhere. Stallone's screenplay suck. It's 2 hours, way too long. It's like Terry Crews, Jet Li, Terry Crews, Charisma Carpenter and Bruce Willis are missing. I also wish that they could find new cast, new actors. Why Keanu Reeves was not in this movie? You know, Keanu Reeves could have been in this movie. I'm glad he wasn't. Travolta could have been in this movie. Christian Slater. Why Christian Slater was not in this movie? And he could have done something, but no. You know, watch him in Broken Arrow. You know, or Van Damme could have returned. Anyway, yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'm out. Peace and take care.